You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. In the news, state police, IGP, state speakers clash over policing model. The lingering debate over the creation of state police took center stage again on Monday as the Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun and the Conference of Speakers of State Houses of Assembly led by Debo Ogundoyin clashed over the merits and risks of decentralizing Nigeria's policing system. They spoke in Abuja during a legislative dialogue on national security themed Nigeria's peace and security, the constitutional imperative, organized by the House of Representatives Committee on Constitution Review and the Office of the National Security Advisor. Nigerian News reports that Egbetokun reaffirmed his opposition to the creation of state police, saying Nigeria's current political and economic conditions are not ripe for decentralized law enforcement. Our assessment based on current political, institutional, and socioeconomic realities suggests that Nigeria is not politically prepared for the initiation of police powers at the state level, he warned. He cited Section 214 subsection 1 and Section 215 subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution, which established the Nigeria Police Force as the sole policing body for the Federation and vests its command on the Inspector General of Police appointed by the President. While acknowledging that localized policing might offer faster responses to community threats, he cautioned against political dangers, including political misuse, fragmentation of intelligence, and lack of funding capacity by states. Key concerns include the possibility of political misuse of police powers at the state level, lack of funding capacity by most states, and the potential for fragmentation of national security and command, he stated. Egbetokun argued instead for reforms aimed at strengthening federal police capacity, in establishing community policing frameworks under the Nigeria Police Force, and building better intelligence sharing architecture. Without a clear constitutional framework for timely, secure, and mandatory intelligence exchange, we cannot effectively preempt or neutralize emerging threats, he said. He proposed that subnational security outfits be recognized but remain under strict federal regulation, which unifies standards for equipment, training, and discipline. But Speaker Debo Ogundoyin of the Oyo State House of Assembly countered the IGP, stressing that the centralized policing system is overstretched and underperforming. We know exactly where the shoe pinches when it comes to security because we all face our different types of insecurity in our various states, he said. Speaking on behalf of the Conference of Speakers of State Legislatures, Ogundoyin backed a multi-layered policing structure similar to models used in other federal systems around the world. This is not merely a political position, but a patriotic and strategic necessity, he added. He also emphasized the need for interagency collaboration, intelligence sharing, and stronger laws to deal with emerging threats such as cybercrime and terrorism. The clash highlights the deepening divide between the federal and state perspectives on policing, while the IGP pushed for more resources, autonomy, and coordination within the existing centralized structure. The state speakers maintain that local realities demand local solutions. Whether we like it or not, the 32 states and the FCT make up Nigeria. The Nigerian people are here calling for state police, Ogundoyin declared. I think, like the speaker said, the issue of the state police is overflogged in this country. And there is need for us to really, from his own word, use local methods to solve local problems because the people on ground will understand where chew pinches. For example, look at the Benue killing. Yes, Nigerian police, Nigerian army, all the while, all of them, they couldn't do anything because probably they are still putting on the cloak of ethnicism and things like that. Because I cannot imagine a Fulani man in military uniform or a police uniform to go and shoot the so-called Fulani herdsmen. And in looking at the person they want to shoot is his own blood brother. How do you expect that to be done? And in this situation also, they came raiding and attacking people through different routes that are not even clear even to the centralized police or the army. But if for locals, they will be able to understand the route, the routes, their area, and they'll be able to also know when to attack and when to, resist attack. Like it was listed as a reprisal attack and the likes. The high-handedness of the headers in Benue, Kogi, and majorly northern part of the country is overbearing, and I think they need to be stopped. That's just the reality. Also, we have the issue of the militants, and there sometimes they go in the southern part of the country, and we have kidnappers, ritual killers also around the country. All these people, the central police may not be able to locate them, but of course locals, as soon as they are recruited into the police, maybe a state police as it were, with all autonomy given to them, they will be able to fish out all this because everyone will have to protect his or her own state. And that is the smell and of true federalism as it is. For example, looking at the model in America, you see NYPD, New York Police Department, you see LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department, and everybody with their own rules and regulations and laws. They are able to mark everywhere. But the burden seems to be too much on the federal. Thereby, the central system of policing is no more working. And we need a situation whereby as autonomy has been given to local government, there should be community police. As the subnational is standing alone, there should be state police. And as the federal is there, of course, the federal police is available. So we will not overflog it. It's important Nigeria is right. But if we look at the flip side of the discussion, the Inspector General of Police is looking at the fact that Nigeria is not yet right for it. And if we look at it sincerely, some leaders are just in leadership by chance. They are not matured enough to be leaders. And I feel that, for example, they may begin to use the police for political purposes. That's number one, which ought not to be. Because I know in Africa, there are so many of our leaders that will love a seat-tie syndrome. They may not want to leave the office. So a governor is supposed to spend 8 years. May want to try as much as possible to make sure that even if he leaves after 8 years, he will still use the instrumentality of the police to continue to sit the person he wants in power. And that will not help our democracy. That's number one. Number two, if an enemy of the people becomes a leader, in quotes now, he may be aiding and abetting with those who unleash mayhem on the people. Because our people, with the way they live their life, going into cultism and things like that, it will affect the generality of the security of the whole place. And we cannot afford that. And not only that, of course, we know as at present too, the incumbent might decide to be using police to witch hunt all his own enemy, whether political, economic, or whatever. So the argument is here, neither here nor there. But we won't rule out the fact that if the likes of what is suggested, like the Amotekuns and the like security officers are working, let them work closely with the police, and please, they can then later metamorphose into a state police for real decentralization. Keep liking. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and make sure you share. Give us your thumbs up. Thank you.